But you see how all these fucking tech companies are leaving California?
I'm good, people.
You got a cramp?
Stretch. Nope.
The
coming, though.
The tech companies and what's the other ones? The movie studios, bro, are taking off to like Georgia and shit like that.
Tyler Perry's in Georgia.
Bro, yeah. So, anyways, let me read something real quick and then we'll fucking bounce. Remember, you guys, the deliberate destruction of America and the world. Who's Doing It and Why by Dr. Lorraine Day. Pick it up. Pick it up. So, I want to say, you guys are going to be amazed. This is chapter 10. It's a real brief chapter. And it's called The Planned Destruction of California. Just what we were talking about, right?
I'm not going to do that.
The state of California is the 5th largest economy in the world. That's why the Jewish Illuminati must destroy it to bring the communist one world government. So the central banks, the Illuminati, right?
Right.
Here's how the 15 largest world economies look if you also include U.S. states as separate entities. All right. So California's number 5. Anyways, so here we go. The central bankers must destroy the economy of California to a third world country status to force all Californians into abject, wretched poverty. There are 4 families who have been chosen to do that. For the last 80 years, the state of California has been controlled by just 4 families. Brown, Newsom, Pelosi, and Getty. So you know all that. Governor Brown, Jerry Brown, who served back in the fucking 80s. And then again, he just handed the baton to Newsom. Gavin Newsom, Nancy Pelosi. We all know who the fuck she is. And Getty, Gordon Getty, J. Paul Getty, all the fucking, the Getty Museum, the Getty Villa. If you guys are from LA, Southern California, you're probably pretty familiar with the Getty family. Anyway, so Gordon Getty is the son of J. Paul Getty. He's also worth $2 billion, who was recorded as the richest man in America in 1966 in the Guinness Book of World Records. Gordon Getty lives in San Francisco and became an investor in his informally adopted son Gavin Newsom's business called Plumpjack, the name of an opera written by musician Gordon Getty. So his business is named after Gordon Getty's opera and was heavily invested in by Gordon Getty as well. Hold on, let me turn that off.
Kush and Kim Trails exclusive.
Right. So so those ties. So Gavin Newsom son is the son of William Newsom, who funded Governor Edmund Pat Brown, Jerry Brown, his dad, Pat Brown's run for governor. After his election, Governor Pat Brown awarded the Squaw Valley concession contract to William Newsom, who's the grandfather of Gavin Newsom, and William Newsom's business partner, John Pelosi. John Pelosi is married to Nancy Pelosi, daughter of Thomas D'Alessandro Jr., who was known for smuggling heroin into the United States with Lucky Luciano. That's Nancy Pelosi's ties. That's her family.
Nice.
John Pelosi's son, Ron, married William Newsom's daughter, Barbara. Right? So that makes Nancy Pelosi Gavin Newsom's aunt, bro.
Dun, dun, dun.
What? Okay. So Jerry...
Make it connect, Smooth. Make it connect.
It's so crazy. It's like, okay, so Jerry Brown, the son of former Governor Pat Brown, whose mother's maiden name was Shuckman, grew up with Gavin Newsom. Jerry Brown became governor of California in 1974. So the son of the former governor, Jerry Brown, Pat Brown, grew up with Gavin Newsom. So that he already knew his predecessor in the 70s. Because then he ran again later in, okay, you get it. The baton was handed. Jerry Brown then appointed William Newsom, the grandfather, to a Placer County judgeship in 1975. And in 1978, Brown appointed Newsom to the California State Court of Appeal. William Newsom was an attorney for J. Paul Getty and as a member of the state court of appeal was instrumental in changing the law so Gordon Getty could claim his share of a multi-heir trust, making him a billionaire. After William Newsom retired from the bench, he became administrator of the Getty Trust that provided seed money for his son, Gavin Newsom, which is also Nancy Pelosi's nephew, like I said, to start his Plum Jack wine business with his investor, Gordon Getty, that led to a career in San Francisco politics as mayor of San Francisco, later lieutenant governor, and now governor of California. Gavin Newsom succeeded his childhood friend Jerry Brown as California governor, despite the fact that Gavin Newsom has such severe dyslexia that he has great difficulty writing, spelling, reading, and working with numbers. You can even check that in Wikipedia, guys. He does have severe dyslexia. Apparently, all documents have to be given to him in audio or video format. He can't read, bro.
They really wanted him to be who he is.
Right.
Yeah.
This is the fifth most powerful fucking economy. The fifth greatest economy in the world, people, is being ran by someone who cannot read or write. He has to get audio books and shit. Come on, bro.
Well,
All
he
right.
watches Cushion Chemtrails. I remember
He better.
He was promoting that
He
shit.
better.
Yeah.
All right. So, let's see. What else does it say here? California and other economically successful states in the United States must be destroyed to force the transition of America from an independent republic into a communist, poverty-stricken, tyrannical global government run by the billionaires of the central bank and New World Order. For 80 years, these four families have ruled over the state of California politically, and with the help of Kamala Harris, Maxine Waters, Adam Schiff, and Dianne Feinstein, California's uncontrolled state government spending has amounted to $2 trillion in debt and the highest tax rate in the country. The homeless problem of San Francisco has caused a typhus outbreak that has reached epidemic levels. Thousands of needles from illicit drug users litter the streets of San Francisco. San Francisco has a feces patrol because of the thousands of homeless. In San Francisco, you can earn up to $184,000 a year in salary and benefits for cleaning up human feces. As members of the city's feces patrol, workers are entitled to $71,760 a year plus an additional $112,918 in benefits such as healthcare and retirement savings. The feces patrol has 3 shifts, so there are feces patrols on the streets around the clock. The governor has made California a sanctuary state, leading to more homeless and more crime. California began chiseling away at the Second Amendment from the time Dianne Feinstein was mayor of San Francisco from 1978 to 1988 and continuing until the present. We have Assembly Bill 1014, gun confiscation, Proposition 63, regulating ammunition sales, Assembly Bill 7, open carry ban. We used to have open carry here, bro. Assembly Bill 785, hate crimes gun ban, which sounds good, but I'm sure if you read the fine print, something in there got real fucked up. Well, it got dressed up.
It was open carry when the Black Panthers was demonstrating.
Oh yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. That's right. Assembly Bill 424 bans firearms on school grounds. State Bill 1200 gun confiscation. California has passed laws for mandatory vaccination. State Bill 277 eliminates vaccination exemptions, requires all children entering kindergarten to be vaccinated. My 2 youngest, they're not vaccinated, and you could just sign off before on the back that it was against your fucking beliefs.
Right.
And it was cool. But now, after that measles outbreak at Disneyland that one year when they pretended like it was all crazy and shit,
right,
they forced people. You know what's crazy? Our doctor, he was actually on CNN. They interviewed him one day. I was watching CNN, and I was like, oh, shit, he's on here. And they were talking about that. I couldn't believe it. About vaccinations because he's anti-vax. Mm-hmm. So they were like, of course, talking to him. I couldn't believe it. Anyway, so in 2020, Governor Newsom signed California State Bill 145, which is the first step in leading to the eventual legalization of pedophilia, bro. Listen to this bullshit. The bill was introduced in the California Senate by Scott Weiner. It states that if a minor child is 14 years or older and is sexually molested, including rape or anal sex, by a person not more than 10 years older than the minor, and if the perpetrator is caught, he will not be required to register as a sex offender.
Oh, you got the shirt on.
Crazy, right?
You careful what you wish for.
Bro, that's crazy, dog. It literally, I mean, that's disgusting. You don't have to register as a fucking sex offender if you're not older than 10 years than the person you fucking rape?
Like, what does that have to do with anything?
What the fuck? So, and then one more thing that I just want to add on here, you guys. There's a woman, an attorney. Her name is Kimberly excuse me, how do you pronounce this? Guilfoyle. It's Guilfoyle.
Gilliland?
Nah, man. Kimberly Guilfoyle. She was married to Gavin Newsom from 2001 to 2006, and she's now the live-in girlfriend of Donald Trump Jr. So it's all political theater. It's just a big fucking club, and you ain't fucking part of it, just like fucking George Carlin said, bro.
Kush and Chemtrails, the world's most dangerous podcast.